RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
Oh man! So yes, we next weekend we actually have a card, and this will be the final card from PBC in Atlanta of all places. You know, Atlanta is a very underachieving, shitty sports city. I'm very.
Hey, we're getting boxing in Atlanta. Yeah.
Mama.
Yes, you know, and of course, we're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Yuriorkis Gamboa, and this is actually a title fight for whatever the fucking reason.
Wait. Isn't he? Wait. Gamboa. That name sounds so familiar. Damn, where have I heard that name before?
Yo, no, I'm gonna need you to chill, yo, don't be disrespectful.
No, fuck that. LB, drop. Where have you heard that name before? So.
Didn't somebody beat him like a long time ago, but like he's somehow relevant now, but I don't know why, because he never fought somebody even better?
Yeah, you know, you're absolutely right. I mean, yeah, he fought, you know,
the guy who was getting beat up by that career mode cat on ESPN, who got dropped. He had the plot armor DLC. Terrence Crawford.
Yes, you're talking about Terrence.
This build up, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, he fought Gamboa. Gamboa fought Crawford. And then after that, hasn't really fought anyone really worth a damn. Who has kids in the background? I have no kids. Okay, there you go. I was like, you know, I had no children.
You don't want old man Pat to get the water hose out.
Oh man, but yeah, ever since the Crawford, which is where he actually lost his zero, with the exception of Rene Alvarado, who's actually leveled up since then, he hasn't really fought anyone worth. I mean, he's fought Jason Sosa too. He probably should have lost that fight as well, but that's
that was a struggle fest.
Yeah, he lost that one to me.
And then of course he got knocked out by journeyman Robinson Castellanos.
Yeah.
And but then for some reason, you know, as washed as he is, you know, apparently you can fight two even more washed up fighters like Miguel Bertrand Jr., who got knocked out recently by Little B-Hop with one punch, whom has 4 KOs, and you have Roman Martinez, who is long deteriorated. And fun fact too for our boxing fans, Miguel Bertrand and Roman Martinez have fought each other before in an underrated war on the Chavez Sergio Martinez card. If you ever want to get your YouTube on, see the fight.
That was a little scrap right there.
That was a crazy scrap. Like them niggas knocked stuffings out of each other.
That is funny how we connected all that together. I just mentioned Chavez, Sergio. Now we connect.
See, what we do is we like to make the ciphers complete around here.
Yeah, it's like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but only in boxing form.
Well, that build up, the build up, and then the bring around.
Yeah, we like to do the knowledge god. You know what I'm saying? Word is bond. You know what I mean? So yes, you know, we tied that shit up lovely. But apparently, yes, these two victories and a Sosa victory, which most of us thought he lost, is enough to get a fight of this nature with one Gervonta Tank Davis. I'll be the first to say, and I've said it before, I think this is a waste of time for Tank. Gamboa is 38 years old and has not won any significant fights. This is fight. He has other opponents he can be fighting. And this is one of the biggest complaints against Tank.
But not for a belt?
Well, yeah, it is for a stupid belt. I don't know if it's either the regular or the super. I think it's
Super
for,
GameStop or what? The Costco or which belt is it?
I don't know.
I mean-
Super. It's like light jobber weight or something.
I mean, I think the only good thing about this is if Tank wins, which he should, Tank wins. I think he puts himself in position because I think doesn't Loma have or something like it. I feel like it puts himself in a position for a Loma fight, but I gotta check again. I gotta do my Google.
Loma gonna have his hands full. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but I just think, I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis, oh, he's fighting in Atlanta, ooh, like, black people, Hispanic people, black population, which is part of the truth. Yes, it is. But like I said before, Atlanta is a shitty, underachieving sports city, people. They're starving for any type of sport. It's not like there are other sports teams that get shit,
Damn.
They
Went all out. Like, I mean, I had a...
Call 28-6. Call 28-6 halftime.
yeah. No, it's 28-3. 28-3 halftime.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the location is the best thing about this whole fight,
Right? Because you know they're gonna show out. So they're probably gonna make the fight. The ambiance and the atmosphere will probably make the fight much more than it actually is.
You'll have your mumble rapper of the month being walk somebody out to the ring.
Oh shit! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Man, I feel like
I'm
set too big for this fight. Like, you need like a Rich the Kid or somebody else. Like, come on.
Or little MC drug addict or something. They gonna, some nigga gonna be like, ha, who did I do with that?
Yeah, cause at least when Broner was bringing people out, he was fighting like decent competition. Like, it was a real event, but
yeah,
you can't be bringing out damn Nelly and you're fighting fucking the guy who bagging groceries and shit.
I still didn't get over fucking Tank's entrance to one of his fights earlier this year where this nigga came out the Thriller and it wasn't even October, man. I was just like, the fuck?
Oh,
like,
and he was acting all like moving real slow and just like low key, like
I was like, you silly ass nigga. I was like, you couldn't even groove to the ring. I was like, dog, it's Thriller, do something. I mean, granted, it's not even the month for it, but do something. Damn, out here looking.
That's the genius of it. Like, Tank, he really doesn't have to do anything. People just fuck with him. Like, he's in a good spot right now in the sport. Like, like his interviews aren't like classic or great. He's not articulate like that where he's dropping gems and shit, which is cool. That's not in him like that, But, he has exciting fights against subpar competition and he blitzes dudes out. Like, so he's like the closest reincarnation of Jeff Lacey, Mike Tyson, Golovkin, all the big punchers that destroy people early, all in one, and people like that shit.
Nah, he's the great value version. Let's not.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Super watered down version,
Because the other niggas you talk about, they can actually talk. You know what I'm saying?
Talk and actually like they fought better competition, so we could better assess their skills and their ceiling. Like,
facts. Yeah.
We don't really know what's good. That's the thing with there's too many top fighters in this day and age where they've been in the game long enough and we don't know shit about them.
Yeah, I mean, Tank. Tank hits hard as a motherfucker, but really the only thing we can
he has a good uppercut.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing we can do in terms of what maybe his window is look at the Pedraza fight because he handled Pedraza pretty well, but that's pretty much about it.
Nah. Fuck all that. We're not gonna live on that fight forever. Right.
Yeah,
but it is the only fight though. Like,
yeah, because I mean, Gamboa's not gonna tell us that. Gamboa is 38 years old and he's chinny. He's not at this point. He's not gonna tell us a damn thing.
He just gotta get off first, man. Look, if Gamboa come in there and take this shit serious and let them hands go, like we used to see him on ESPN and HBO and shit, then he has a chance. he just got to go for it early and open up and see if he could blitz Tank. You know, because that's the type of fight we want to see. We're not looking for these guys to be boxing each other.
Right.
Were y'all expecting a decision?
Yeah, fuck no.
No.
Yeah, so I mean, just handle business, because what else? I mean, because everybody want to see a knockout anyway, so they could go to the after party.
Yeah, exactly. You know, get lit at some strip club or whatever, or some alternative strip club if you're one of them funny Atlanteans over there that be in there. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. You got to mention.
You got one of the alphabet belts, the ABC belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's just so much. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. It's whatever. I mean, I complain about Tank's opponents all the time throughout the year. Put it on songs, all this shit, and it's just more the same. So ain't really much for me to say. I felt like he's gonna get a knockout in like the third round, maybe fourth round.
Right. Yeah.
I think he might get dropped though. He might get dropped. Yeah, I think we're gonna see him get caught with something though. I'll say that.
That's a strong thing to say. Those are some strong words.
Nigga, I ain't say he gonna lose. I think he'll get caught with something. Like, it'll be like one of those Zab, Teron Millette fights.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Zab's best, like boxing performance as far as like his offense. That nigga was on one, but he still got fucking clipped and dropped. So it's like, geez, like,
yeah.
Yo, yeah. I feel like your best performance need to be perfect, like where it don't look like no one could beat you.
Exactly. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, like I said, I have no high expectation of this damn fight. Like I said, it's just gonna be this, and then they're probably gonna beat around the bush and like, you know, who they gotta face next and who they want to face next. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. And then later on that night, we're gonna hear about Tank getting into some altercation at some salacious place where he has no business being. And you know, and that's gonna be over social media. That's a bold prediction for your ass right there.
if all this comes to pass, I'm gonna be like, damn man, like y'all niggas stop sleeping on Ring Gang. Like, dude's gonna be damn commenting for lotto numbers soon. Like, shit.
Right? Tell you niggas, the winning numbers is 41, 39, 12, 7, and 2. Nigga, in the special, the last number is like 32 or some shit like that. Oh man!
What you think about the? What you about to say? My bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, no, I was gonna say what you thought about the co-main, but I guess we all agree it's an early KO for this Gamboa fight, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll say round 4. Any takers?
I think it's gonna be 5.
Yeah, I say 5 as well.
6.
Wow, so yeah, y'all niggas is looking for a decent little scrap. Like, I went from 3 to 4. Y'all up here?
Nah, we're just assuming screws will happen.
Nigga, it's the 28th, man. I'll be drinking by then a little bit. So I mean, at that point, it's just like I just want this shit to be entertaining enough, so I don't have to shit on it as much as I probably will in the recap.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, PBC ended strong last year, and I feel like this year it's like.
And of course they're gonna be starting off the 2020 with some bullshit too, but we will get into that later on. Later on in the new year.
Although we did get on it a little bit on that Danny Garcia episode recently, so you know.
Yeah, and unfortunately there are some worse fights than that. Oh man!
Don't get them started, guys. Let's talk about Brown Pascal first.
That is actually the more palatable fight. Originally I wouldn't think so, but
oh no, not Pascal Brown, fucking Pascal Jack, my nigga.
Yeah. You know, like I said,
the
that
guy
was,
who started the year off and he about to end the year off.
yeah, exactly. Now, but at least he has like good reason, because now, in case you didn't know, Badou Jack suffered probably one of the worst cuts I've ever seen in any ring, in any combat sport. Like,
y'all keep going back to the Tyson Fury violin cut, but this cut looked like somebody did like a flash kick on his forehead.
Yes.
Like, this motherfucker looked like he took a fucking hatchet to his forehead, man. Like, and there's just like, and he didn't die immediately. You know, it was just like whack.
Zombieland double tap, dude.
Yeah. I've never. That cut gives me the shivers too. I remember I even posted on the Ring Gang Instagram, and Instagram was like, "Nah, bro, we gotta like put the warning thing over it because it was so raw." Motherfucker, it looked like a fucking like a slot entrance of like of a gumball machine. It was so fucking disgusting. You know,
we didn't hear like 17 different metaphors. Like, I know these guys listen to some rap music. yo, his cut looked like a split open pizza on a hot day or some shit. Like, what?
Oh man, but no, it was seriously like you rarely see cuts like that, and it wasn't stopped either. Like that, like just like the Fury Wall cut, that cut was also should have been waved off. Like because it was caused by a headbutt, not a punch. So you know it was one of those fights that it should have been waved off so you go to a decision. Unfortunately, though, it was one of those days that Marcus Brown was actually hot. Pause. And he actually. Yeah, and he really gave Badou Jack a beating outside of that cut. So Badou Jack is.
Pat, let me ask you this real quick then. Let me get on my PJ shit real quick.
Yeah.
Damn, Eddie came back. Oh my goodness, yo, I unlocked this nigga. Jeez, you seen that? Oh man, now the way Badou Jack lost was like clear, concise. Like he took a beating in that shit.
He did.
Now let me see. Now light heavyweight is filled with killers. The whole top 10 could fuck you up on a good night. So makes me believe like, damn, the type of performance Brown had, it would take like somebody in their prime, somebody's like really good career momentum, on point, got power, defense, skill, real good, a real great top level fighter to beat somebody who had a performance like that. Right? Oh shit. Jinx. So who ended up beating this guy?
Yes. And none other than someone who we all thought is equally washed up as well, Jean Pascal, who this is one of those PBC fights that on paper was some horseshit, and you know this is one of them shit to sugar ass shit fights. Like, and of course, I mean, Brown didn't look pedestrian and got dropped hard 3 fucking times before, irony, a headbutt, which caused a disgusting cut on him, ended the fight. And I'm over here thinking to myself, God damn, Pascal. I was thinking, I remember either Pascal earned a majority draw, or he might have pulled this shit out. So when them scores were read, I was like, oh shit. Pascal just won this fight. I was like, well, damn, that's how you extend your career, 15 minutes, and took away a very notable zero. And it's not the first notable zero that Pascal's taken away either. He's done this before, but now
before he retired, he took one away.
Yeah, exactly, another one. So now we're doing so. Pascal also took away an interim light heavyweight belt. So now that is what's on the line between him and Jack.
The horror, an interim belt.
Ooh.
Yes, because God forbid the WBA, it should be because there is an actual WBA light heavyweight champion, but the problem is Bivol already already beat him soundly. So PBC, in its infinite wisdom, doesn't recognize WBO belts, but will market the fuck out of an interim belt. Go figure.
For every title fight we get nowadays is a damn interim belt. Like, don't it feel that way?
Yeah, it's pretty interim or regular, shit like that.
What happened to just a regular fucking world title?
Nah, you get commercial belts.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after these sponsors.
Shit look like one of those damn fucking coupon book or some shit.
So how do you guys actually see this fight go with Badou Jack and Jean Pascal?
I think it'd be a really interesting fight, but I'm leaning to Badou Jack. Pascal, even though he has his moments, he still over relies on that athleticism, and if it doesn't land, he pays for it usually in terms of stamina or how the rounds go.
Agreed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing with Pascal is, he's a hard guy. Unless you're Kovalev, who actually has mind-numbing power, that can actually, that's good. The only time I've seen Pascal really in trouble.
That uppercut he ate from Chad Dawson.
Yeah,
I'd say, like, for most of Pascal's fights, or at least at this point, he's usually his worst enemy anyway. It's depending on what he does. If he decides to actually be careful about it, he'll give everybody a hard time. But if he decides to think yo, I can still tap into the past, then yeah, it kind of goes south for him.
Yeah, that's pretty much
I don't know. I'm just at this point, I'm not. He still tries to be too much of a Dollar Tree Roy Jones, and I'm like, man, nah. At this point in your career, that's not gonna work.
There was no point in his career it was gonna work. I've been watching him since ESPN days, bro.
Yeah, no.
PCI Kiki.
I expect Badou Jack, if Badou Jack though has had hard fights. Badou Jack's level of competition has been crazy over the last 3-4 years or so. And I told myself too, even after this Brown fight, he probably earned a soft touch.
Yeah, one of the rare guys.
Yeah.
Who earned those soft touch. That's why I don't be complaining. That's why I be getting at a lot of these other guys who they fight one good opponent, then they gotta go backwards and fight a worse opponent, like Jacobs. And I'm not even gonna mention his last fight. I'm just saying, he could have chose someone better than whatever the fuck he chose at his last fight, just for the sake of not bringing up that name on some Harry Potter shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, compared to a guy like Badou Jack, who's Darrell, okay, got him. DeGale, got him. Groves, got him. Stevenson, got him. Geez, bruh, and for the most part, he performs well.
Exactly.
Or at least be competitive. So it's come on, and we looking at a lot of these other guys as being way more talented than a Badou Jack.
Exactly.
But he don't put in talented work.
Exactly. So, and that's why, and I think that's what's going to be will these level of fights he's been fighting, will it be too much for him? He's 36 years old. He's 36, 37 years old. So, and, do we have that, or do we have Pascal also taking enough damage in his career? So it's going to be interesting to see how what this is going. This fight's going to, which aspect of the fight is going to be what's going to be the result. Is it going to be Pascal finding a home for that right hand of his, or is it going to be
that left hook is butter too, man?
Or is Badou Jack? Because Badou Jack is not really a knockout fighter. He doesn't really have a actual punch.
But he fights to break you down, though.
Right.
Yeah. Especially to the body.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So he could get knockouts. It's just, the thing is, I feel like if he wasn't fighting the top level guys he was fighting now, he'd probably get these knockouts.
Truth be told, he almost got the knockout of De Gale. and
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
like he was that close. So he's definitely capable of getting them.
Yeah. And that's a world class opponent. Like shit. After that fight, the Gale was like finished.
Yeah, super finished.
Yeah, that was he put the stamp of approval on that shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the gardens over there, the retirement gardens are off of that.
Yeah, that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot of. Yeah, the Gale suffered a lot of injuries in that Badou fight.
Yeah, but as far as Pascal, it's like I'm looking for him to just be his wild, aggressive, well, semi-aggressive, sporadic self, and just shake up Badou and just keep Badou from getting into his rhythm that he needs to really shoot the jab and just walk Pascal down. Because he's going to have to just rely on textbook boxing to handle Pascal. Just be first, jab, push Pascal back. You work the body and just, you know, keep him at the end of your shots. Like Pascal just going to try to move around and throw right hand bombs all day and leaping left hooks that we'll see from a mile away and shit, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Them shits hurt.
That's why he keeps spamming it.
Yeah. Now, honestly, if a knockout occurs, I mean, I would think it would be probably Pascal knocking out Jack more than the other way around. I mean, that's just how I feel about that.
If Badou do it, it's gonna be late because I feel like he would have to really, he would have to wear down Pascal, and I think if he really gets to the body and he start opening up with them headshots late, like he probably could stop Pascal.
Yeah, I mean Pascal. I mean, he has his stamina issues, and he does get Chinny over some time though. But it depends if Jack is enough of a puncher to actually hurt him like that.
I don't know. This fight just screams ugly to me. Like I don't know. I'm just seeing a real ugly fight.
Maybe
like,
not ugly, but rough as hell.
Yeah. It's not going to be. It's not going to be aesthetically pleasing at all.
Hell, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this shit came to a close if by like a clash of heads or something like that either.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, but that could happen. That could very well happen.
But just imagine it. How steadily Badou Jack likes to lead forward with his head, and then Pascal leaping forward with his head as well. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah, and that should go right through his guard. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. So predictions, guys. All right. I mean, how many accidental headbutts we gonna give first? I'll say 3.
7.
4. This will be 4.
5.
7.
Yeah. All those are feasible numbers, but it'll be really the number that it'll take before a fight is stopped because a horrible cut or a horrible swelling appears on one or both men.
I like how we haven't even bothered to think about a decision. We just decided to count headbutts instead.
We could. Yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all gonna drop your predictions. It's just I had to do the headbutts first.
Yeah, I mean it'll be the headbutts, but I think this will go to a technical decision.
And I got Jack in a horrible unanimous decision, like an ugly fight.
Yeah, same here. I think Jack's gonna win a technical decision.
Yeah, Jack's gonna win, but we're all gonna be cringing as we see it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really stuck on this fight. I think it could go either way.
Yeah, it can. You know, I'm just going for the one that just sounds right to me. Technical decision because of clash of heads, and it's rough as hell.
Cause that's the thing, man. Badou Jack could get clipped. He could get hurt.
Yeah, but he's only been down he's only been down by Kovalev. Yeah, dude is hard to drop. So,
I'm talking about Badou Jack. Like Badou Jack could get hurt. A part of me feel like Pascal might just pull this out, but I think I might go with the safe bet and say Badou Jack by whatever technical decision or split decision. I don't know. This might go 12. Yeah.
It's going 12.
You know what? I'm a call PBC draw on this one.
Oh, stop that.
Nah, serious. It's like it's too many open-ended scenarios that could happen in this one. Like literally, look, and at least Pascal fought recently, like 5 or 6 months ago. Like Badou Jack literally fought a month ago from next year. like bruh, like he fought like, and then it was a hard fight where he took a beat, and then a hellacious cut. I don't know if he's gonna come back at 100% or even 90%.
Oh, this isn't the fight for draws. This is not that.
But it is the fucking fight for a draw. It's the perfect mid-carder type of co-main event draw, just like how Trout Goucher was. Just like Easter, what's the other guy? Barthélemy was.
And that was a terrible draw. But
Yeah.
whatever.
But no one deserved to win that. That fight was just awful.
I think this fight is more likely to end in a no contest than a draw.
I feel like if it goes to the distance, it'll be a draw. But I could see I could see a knockout either way. I could see a technical decision headbutt shit. But I think I'm gonna just go with the fucking PBC draw. I'm gonna go with the draw. You're gonna have 115, 112 for somebody. You're gonna have 114, 114. Then I think you're gonna have like a 114, 113.
So you think
you're gonna have someone with a 113, 113 card.
Yeah. So you think somebody's gonna get knocked down?
I feel like we're gonna have one of those rough ass. It could have been a knockdown, or it was not a knockdown, but they just gonna call it. Like I'm just covering all my bases for the fuckery.
Yeah, you got every base covered.
He's like, damn. I know the people who heard the Josh Taylor Regis Prograis prediction. They probably just rubbing their hands like, I don't know. When he gets this detailed, it usually happens. Well, man, I hope the fight's good though, because we all know potentially how bad it could look. So fuck it, PBC draw.
Yeah, I mean, PBC knows what they're doing. Like if they're gonna put a card like this together. Obviously, if it's some bullshit and it gets criticized, well, fuck it, it gets criticized, and I will be the first to criticize it.
It'll be a Pat special.
Of course you will. You're chomping at the bits to do it.
Exactly.
You criticized it all the whole episode now. Shit.
I've been on one today. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's got the Birdman hand run.
No, hold on. That was Mr. Burns. He said Birdman. Okay.
So priceless.
Excellent. Oh man.